Good day, and welcome to the NetEase second quarter 2025 earnings conference call. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Brandy Piacenti. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Operator. Please note that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements relating to the future performance of the company and are intended to qualify for the safe harbor from liability as established by the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act. Such statements are not guarantees of future performance and are subject to certain risks and uncertainties, assumptions, and other factors. Some of these risks are beyond the company's control and could cause actual results to differ materially from those mentioned in today's press release and this discussion. A general discussion of the risk factors that could affect NetEase's business and financial results is included in certain filings of the company with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including its annual report on Form 20-F and in announcements and filings on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange's website. The company does not undertake any obligation to update this forward-looking information except as required by law. During today's call, management will also discuss certain non-GAAP financial measures for comparison purposes only. For a definition of non-GAAP financial measures and a reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP financial results, please see the 2025 second quarter earnings news release issued earlier today. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. In addition, an investor presentation and a webcast replay of this conference call will be available on the NetEase corporate website at ir.netease.com. Joining us today on the call from NetEase's senior management are Mr. William Ding, Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Bill Pang, Vice President of Corporate Development. I will now turn the call over to Bill, who will read the prepared remarks on William's behalf. Bill?
Thank you, Brandy, and thank you, everyone, for participating in today's call. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that all percentages are based on RMB. During the second quarter, we advanced each of our businesses through the development of high-quality and innovative offerings. Total revenues increased 9% year-over-year, driven by our diverse portfolio of games. We saw strong player engagement in our established franchises and released new titles that expanded our reach across genres and geographies. Building on our first quarter year-on-year growth momentum, revenue from our games and related VAS rose 14% in the second quarter compared to the same period last year. As we expand our expertise across more genres, we now offer a diverse range of gaming experiences to players around the world, which we believe lays a solid foundation for our global expansion. In the second quarter, we launched several new global titles, while also extending the reach of our well-known domestic franchises. Looking first at our newest releases. Our superhero team-based tactical RPG, Marvel Mystery Mayhem, launched on June 25th. The game quickly garnered a passionate group of players eager to collect iconic superheroes and supervillains to battle the nightmare dimension. Its player base quickly surpassed 1 million, with the game topping the iOS download chart in multiple regions and ranking number 2 in the US. To further the community's excitement, we plan to introduce more playable characters and expand the storyline approximately every 6 weeks. The global release of our tactical shooter game, Frostpunk, on Xbox and PlayStation quickly gained traction after its April 29 debut. In May, it reached number 2 spot on PlayStation's North America free-to-play download chart. Originally launched on PC in March, Frostpunk has been winning over players with its groundbreaking short card system. Now, with the signature blend of strategy and high-octane shooting experience available on console, it continues to build momentum. Our commitment to growing existing hits has also brought fresh energy to games already resonating with players. Once Human commemorated its annual version 2.0, Dreamville, with a major content update and a series of exciting announcements. Players were introduced to Endless Dream, a new nightmare-themed PvE scenario that takes them through multiple layers of dreamscapes, offering a fresh take on the apocalyptic world. A new class system was also unveiled, featuring 3 classes, Chef, Gardener, and Beastmaster as the first wave, each bringing unique abilities to support diverse playstyles. This 2.0 update gained massive popularity, propelling the game to number 4 on Steam's global top seller chart. We also rolled out a new PvP spin-off of Once Human on July 30th called Raid Zone, which amplifies the thrill of the game's survival open world experience. With unrestricted combat allowing attacks anytime, anywhere, this innovation targets a broader PvP audience through more intense and liberated battles. In June, we began testing a new custom server, allowing private servers and customizable seasonal settings that encourage creativity and diversity, giving players even more autonomy. For Marvel Rivals, we launched Season 3 on July 11th, introducing Phoenix as a new playable hero, alongside a slate of exciting events and team-ups. Set in Clinton, where now Darkness spreads, players join forces and unleash unique skills to save the world. With fast-paced open combat and the fan-favorite Phoenix join the rooster, the game quickly climbed to number 1 on Steam's top seller chart in the US and subsequently reached number 2 globally following their summer party events. Beyond in-game updates, we're also deepening community engagement through more offline events. At San Diego Comic-Con, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the hero creation process generated tremendous excitement among fans. In May, we also kicked off our Marvel Rivals Ignite esports tournament, with mid-season finals successfully held at our Guangzhou campus recently. Passionate players from around the world have come to compete, and we look forward to crowning the first champion with our finals at the end of the year. With our domestic IP, we continue to extend our player communities and prepare for global expansion. Players of our wuxia-themed open-world RPG, Where Wings Meet, continue to be impressed by our steady stream of high-quality content. In the second quarter, we launched a new Hexi-themed update, featuring the exotic desert landscape of Dunhuang. The storyline, centered on the unyielding spirit of both generals and ordinary citizens during the period of unrest, resonated deeply with players. By restoring ancient frescoes in-game, in collaboration with Dunhuang Art Academy, we brought emotional stories to life with stunning visual effects, further fueling player enthusiasm. By the end of July, it has amassed over 40 million total players, while the release of the summer version propelled it to number 5 on China's iOS top grossing chart. Furthermore, we are thrilled to have successfully concluded the latest round of overseas testing on PC and PlayStation 5 at the end of July, placing us firmly on track for its global launch. Sword of Justice, previously known as Justice Mobile, marked its second anniversary with a surge in players. We launched a massive update, introducing new gameplay features, expanded areas, and a wide selection of new costumes, propelling the title to number 3 on China's iOS top grossing chart. Global pre-registration opened in May, and we look forward to bringing this groundbreaking MMORPG experience to more players worldwide. Dunk City Dynasty also met global players on May 22nd, where it reached number 1 on iOS download chart in multiple regions and number 2 in the US. As we enhance the global appeal of our games, our established franchises continue to keep players highly engaged, highlighting the strength of our operations and content updates that stand the test of time. In May, Fantasy Westward Journey Online drew in strong interest from player community with its How to Train Your Dragon collaboration. bringing the movie's iconic costumes and dragon mounts into the game. The momentum continued with the launch of the innovative Unlimited server in July. More notably, this evergreen title reached a new all-time high peak in concurrent players in August, surpassing 2.93 million, an impressive milestone after 22 years of operation. Our long-term commitment to innovation and maintaining a healthy in-game ecosystem continues to pay off. Similarly, Fantasy Westward Journey Mobile launched a new faction, Pan Si Dong, which generated strong participation and introduced a vertical screen mode to expand accessibility across play scenarios. Delivering fresh content and elevating player experiences remains central to the game's enduring success. Its revenue posted another record high in the second quarter. The Westward Journey franchise struck an emotional chord with players by launching a series of activities themed around the beloved romantic legend Bai She Zhuan, featuring themed gameplay, costumes, and crossovers with a theme song, all tied to the 2025 Year of Snake. Westward Journey Online 2 continues to build excitement through its annual PvP finals and content updates, while Westward Journey Mobile saw strong participation from both loyal and returning players through the launch of a new server. Knives Out continues to showcase our long-term operational capabilities, maintaining its status as a household game in Japan through dedicated content updates and culturally resonant collaborations. This quarter's crossover with Jujutsu Kaisen, the hit Japanese manga that captivates global audiences, was met with strong player enthusiasm and propelled the game to number 3 on Japan's iOS top grossing chart. Identity V once again broke its quarterly revenue record in the second quarter, supported by an enthusiastic fan base. On July 3rd, Identity V teamed up with Paper Bride, a popular Chinese horror mystery puzzle game, to introduce a chilling wedding-themed world featuring immersive maps and new costumes. The crossover drove the game to number 7 on China's iOS top grossing chart. Momentum continued in August, when the crossover with Frieren Beyond Journey's End generated significant enthusiasm and propelled it to number 4 on China's iOS top grossing chart. For Eggy Party's third anniversary on June 27th, we introduced a festive in-game update that transformed Eggy Island with candies, cakes, and toys, adding new maps and equipment to deepen strategic gameplay. A wave of anniversary activities, along with a highly anticipated crossover with Dongdong Shift, sparked a strong player excitement and lifted Eggy Party to number 5 on China's iOS top grossing chart on July 11th. The Naraka Breakpoint franchise also hit another milestone. Its PC game entered its 4th year with brand new extraction mode and iconic IP crossovers, including Bruce Lee and the degenerative drawing Jianghu. The mobile game also introduced enhancements to its extraction-based survival feature with dynamic weather and new mechanics. The update eagerignited the player base and pushed the title to number 6 on China's iOS top grossing chart. After a year of close collaboration, Blizzard titles continue to captivate players in China. On July 15th, World of Warcraft and its community celebrated the game's 20th anniversary of operation in China, unveiling plans to launch a China-exclusive Titan Reforged server in November. This announcement reignited enthusiasm among local players and attracted significant attention from broader global community. Meanwhile, Hearthstone launched its latest expansion, The Lost City of Angora, on July 9th, featuring a brand new pet system. This new adventure invites players to embark on the quest set for the Lost City, with 145 collectible cards and a new keywords kindred to empower their decks. Shortly after the update, the game climbed to number 5 on China's iOS top grossing chart. In April, Overwatch launched its new Stadium mode, which has been very popular with players. And in June, they introduced its 17th season, featuring a series of updates to power up the game experiences. At Bilibili World 2025, its collaboration with Porsche sparked more fan excitement, featuring a special in-game skin on the iconic Porsche model. We are also thrilled to announce that Diablo 2 Resurrected will be returning to China on August 27th, with plans for launch of Diablo 4 underway. This will enhance the classic franchise for a dedicated fan base. Innovation remains at the core of how we build and operate games. We bring the same creative ambition and operational rigor to every new titles under development. Several exciting new games are in the pipeline, each powered by creative gameplay, bold designs, and cutting-edge technology. These titles reflect our commitment to pushing the boundaries of gaming experiences and will position us to expand our player community and further fuel our long-term growth. Sea of Remnants, our upcoming cross-platform ocean adventure RPG, received encouraging feedback from its first testing at the end of June. The game invites players into an exciting open-world exploration where they uncover the truth behind the forgotten identity through exhilarating naval combats and turn-based battles. Players recruit a crew of allies, build ships, and interact with characters, adding strategic depth as players shape the fate of the surrounding world based on each decision they make. Currently, we're actively refining the game for its release in 2026. In June, we're excited to unveil plans for Blood Message, our first AAA single-player title. This cinematic, story-driven action-adventure will be available on PC and consoles, inviting players to step into the heart of Dunhuang's uprising as a nameless messenger and his young son. With immersive third-person gameplay and powered by cutting-edge technology, Blood Message is designed to deliver an epic blockbuster experience for players worldwide. Planet Party Time, our cross-platform game blending social simulation and party gameplay, has undergone a series of tests to further refine the experiences ahead of its official launch. Players can express their creativity on a cosmic journey where they can design, build, and cultivate their own planets while enjoying over 120 exciting mini-games with friends. Destiny Rising, a new free-to-play mobile sci-fi RPG shooter that delivers players to a new alternative timeline of Destiny universe, will launch on August 28th across mobile devices. In addition, we plan to launch several licensed titles in China. Most recently, on July 24th, we launched Supervive, an innovative competitive multiplayer game on PC that provides a unique blend of MOBA, Battle Royale, and hero shooter elements. And we expect Wildgate, a PvP multiplayer shooter game that blends tactical ship-to-ship combat with fast-paced first-person action to meet players in China later this year. The development for Anata, our highly anticipated urban-themed open-world title, is also well underway. Across our portfolio, we remain focused on building lasting success through continuous innovation and high-quality operations that keeps our games relevant and exciting for players. From evergreen franchises that keep breaking records to bold new titles shaping the next generation of gameplay, we are committed to delivering distinctive experiences that players love. As we continue raising the bar of the engagement and creativity, we're paving the way for long-term growth domestically and worldwide. Turning to our other businesses. In Q2, Youdao executed its AI-native strategy effectively across both its learning and advertising businesses, delivering its first second quarter operating profit. For learning services, Youdao Lingshi continued to drive product innovation with our proprietary LLM, Confucius, while we continue to iterate other AI applications, such as Mr. P AI Tutor, gaining increasing user traction. In online marketing services, our newly launched AI advertisement placement optimizer, an end-to-end AI-driven agentic solution covering demand analysis, strategy formation, data analytics, and iteration optimization, achieving capabilities that previously relied on human expertise. Leveraging our LLM Confucius, we now offer comprehensive AI-empowered advertisement services, spanning creative ad production, placements, and post-campaign analysis. NetEase Cloud Music remains committed to driving quality development across its core music ecosystem. To build on our unique content offerings, we continue to expand our catalog of copyrighted content while strengthening our original music library. During the second quarter, we expanded collaborations with Korean music labels and renowned Chinese artists, while generating strong traction with several in-house tracks such as Liang Nan. We also continue to innovate our product features and optimize our music-centric community to deliver even better music experiences for our users. For example, our innovative music playing feature, Magic Light Player, which is designed to recreate the immersive feel of a live concert, enhanced with landscape orientation support, received widespread acclaim from music lovers. We're constantly advancing our music-centric monetization and further expanding our subscriber base, resulting in healthy growth in subscription-based membership revenues. Turning to Yanxuan, we continue to maintain our leading position in key categories. For example, Yanxuan home scents, such as bathroom fragrancy and car refreshers, has been widely recognized by consumers, securing a solid market position with leading sales. Other iconic products, such as pet food, also maintain a stable market position. Across our NetEase family of businesses, we are focused on innovation and refining our product and content to deliver long-term value for our users and stakeholders. Looking ahead, we will continue to push the boundaries of player experiences, scaling original IP to build lasting franchises, and growing alongside with collaborative global partners to reinforce our position as a creator of high-impact, genre-defining games. That concludes William's comments. I will now provide a brief review of our 2025 second quarter financial results. Given the limited time on today's call, I'll be presenting abbreviated financial highlights. We encourage you to read through our press release issued earlier today for further details. As a reminder, all amounts are in RMB unless otherwise stated. Total net revenue for the second quarter were RMB 27.9 billion, or $3.9 billion, representing a 9.4% increase year-over-year. Total net revenue from our games and related VAS were RMB 22.8 billion, up 14% year-over-year. Specifically, net revenues from online games were RMB 22.1 billion, a quarter-over-quarter decrease of 6% and a year-over-year increase of 15%. The sequential decline was primarily attributable to decreased revenue following the Chinese New Year push, while the year-over-year growth was mainly driven by increased revenue contribution from newly launched titles such as Where Wings Meet and Marvel Rivals, as well as established games like Identity V. Youdao's net revenue were RMB 1.4 billion, up 7% year-over-year and 9% quarter-over-quarter. This growth was primarily driven by the enhanced utilization of AI technology to boost our learning services and online marketing services. NetEase Cloud Music net revenue were 2 billion, up 6% from previous quarter, while declining 4% from same period last year. Notably, revenues from online music services maintained healthy development both quarter-over-quarter and year-over-year. Net revenue from innovative businesses and others were RMB 1.7 billion, up 5% from previous quarter, while declining 18% year-over-year. The quarter-over-quarter growth was primarily driven by Yanxuan, while the year-over-year decline was mainly due to decreased net revenue from Yanxuan, advertising services, and certain other businesses in this segment. Gross profit for the second quarter of 2025 was RMB 18.1 billion, up 13% year-over-year. This was primarily driven by increased net revenue from online games, as previously mentioned. This quarter, our total gross profit margin was 64.7%. Looking at our second quarter margin in more detail, gross profit margin was 70.2% for our games and related VAS, compared with 70% in the same period last year and 68.8% in the last quarter. The quarter-over-quarter improvement was mainly from higher proportion of net revenues from our self-developed game, which carry a higher margin than licensed game. Our gross profit margin for Youdao was 43%, compared with 48.2% in the same period last year. The decrease was mainly due to the increased revenue contribution from online marketing services with relatively lower gross profit margin. Gross profit margin for NetEase Cloud Music was 36.1% in the second quarter versus 32.1% in the same period a year ago. The margin improvement primarily resulted from strong monetization of our core online music business and ongoing cost of optimization. For our innovative business and others, gross profit margin was 42.3%, compared with 34% in the second quarter of 2024. Total operating expenses for the second quarter were 9 billion, or 32% of our net revenues. Taking a closer look at our cost composition, our selling and marketing expenses as a percentage of total net revenue were 12.8%, compared with 13.7% for the same period last year, mainly due to increased revenue contribution from games and VAS over the past year. Our R&D expenses as a percentage of total net revenue remained stable year-over-year at 15.6% in the second quarter, compared with 15.2% for the last quarter. We remain committed to investing into content creation and product development. The effective tax rate was 14.7% for the second quarter. As a reminder, the effective tax rate is presented on an accrual basis, depending on applicable policies and our operations. Our non-GAAP net income attributable to shareholders for the second quarter totaled RMB 9.5 billion, or $1.3 billion, up 22% year-over-year. Non-GAAP basic earnings per ADS for the quarter was $2.08, or $0.42 per share. Additionally, our cash position remains robust, with net cash of approximately RMB 142.1 billion as of June 30, 2025, compared with RMB 137 billion at the end of last quarter. In accordance with our dividend policy, we are pleased to report that our board of directors has approved a dividend of $11.4 per share, or $0.57 per ADS. Lastly, under our current $5 billion share repurchase program, which started in mid-January of 2023, we had repurchased approximately 22.1 million ADS as of June 30, 2025, for a total cost of approximately $2 billion. Thank you for your attention. We would now like to open the call to your questions. Operator, please.
Thank you. If you wish to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. If you are on a speakerphone, please pick up the handset to ask your question. For the benefit of all participants on today's call, if you wish to ask your question to management in Chinese, please immediately repeat your question in English. Please limit your questions to one at a time. If you wish to follow up questions, please rejoin the queue. Your first question comes from Yang Liu with Morgan Stanley.
非常感谢提问的机会。那我这边有2个问题想请教一下。第一个是从管理层看来，烟云16升的商业化表现如何？是依然处于早期的成功的早期阶段呢，还是已经达到预期，或者说已经达到了这个高峰？那第2个问题是关于七日世界的是什么推动了七日世界的收入明显反弹？这个产品是否有潜力成为长青游戏？那在中国和海外的用户还有收入分配情况是怎样的？Let me translate my questions. My first question is regarding the where wings meet in terms of the monetization in management view. Is it an early success, or is it meeting expectation, or it's already fully ramp up? And my second question is regarding Once Human. What drives the grossing rebound for this title? Does it have the good potential to become an evergreen game? And what is a user or revenue split in China and overseas? Thank you.
夜云16升目前我们整体的数据表现很稳健，无论是在活跃用户以及商业化表现，已经超过上线前的预期。目前产品长线表现也稳定，我们对它的长线发展呈现出非常积极的信心。夜云目前采用的商业模式是优质的内容加纯外观的商业模式，我们持续稳定的会释放优质的内容，加强在优质内容方面的开发，同时纯外观的付费不会影响我们游戏的成长，这也使得夜云可以更健康的长线的增长。我们在未来的夜云的内容开发方面，网易还是会持续更加大的投入。第2个问题是关于七日世界的收入反弹。七日世界在7月初我们做了一个 2.0 的版本更新，新的剧本无尽长梦和全新的职业系统受到了玩家的好评。我们这一次 2.0 的更新有较高的人气，使得此游戏在 Steam 上全球畅销榜排名第4。同时我们在7月30号推出了禁区模式的 PVP 剧本，提供了给玩家无规则限制的自由式对抗体验，进一步提高了游戏 PVP 体验的刺激性。新的剧本成功意味着七日世界所采用的赛季剧本模式具有较高的运营潜力。产品在以后我们还会持续更新不同的体验的剧本，来满足玩家赛季循环的要求。同时我们已经上线了玩家自定义的私人服务器 VIF， 围绕持续更新的剧本体验和 VIF 带来的玩家生态，产品有潜力长青。目前中国和海外的用户比例是1:1，收入比例是1:1.5。谢谢。
谢谢。
Yeah, thank you for the answer, and I will do the translation. So first question is regarding Where Wings Meet. Where Wings Meet has delivered a solid performance as we have explained, and it exceeded our initial expectation before launch, in both in terms of active players and monetization. And more notably, we believe the long-term performance has been quite stable, demonstrating a promising potential for the sustainable success. Where Wings Meet uniquely adopt a business model that combines high quality content and a cosmetic only monetization strategy, with a well-planned cadence for releasing high quality content, along with the cosmetic only approach that does not impact the character cultivation process. Where Wings Meet, we believe Where Wings Meet has potential for a healthy and lasting monetization cycle. And we are very confident in the future of the game. And in terms of the future continuous development for the content for this game, we'll make continuous, if not bigger, investment in the future. And the second question is regarding Once Human. Behind the bounds of performance of Once Human, we launched a welcomed significant update, which we call the annual 2.0 version in early July. The new scenario, Endless Dream, and the new class system has been both well received by the players. The 2.0 version gained massive popularity. That's why the game was pushed on to number 4 position on Steam's global top seller chart following the launch of the update. Additionally, we also rolled out a new PvP spin-off called ReZone by the end of July, on July 30th, offering players a what we call that rule-free combat experience that enhances the intensity of the game's PvP gameplays. Look back, the success of the new scenario demonstrate that the seasonal scenario mode has great potential, and we will continue to launch new scenarios to meet players' seasonal demands. In the meanwhile, we have also introduced a private server called Custom Server in China, we call it Server V, which allow players to customize their own setting. With looking forward with ongoing updates of the scenario experiences and a healthy ecosystem built around the custom servers, the product has potential for long-term sustainability. Regarding the question on the user distribution between China and international, the user distribution is about 50-50 between China and the rest of the world, and the revenue distribution is about 2-3 compared with China versus the rest of the world. Hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Your next question comes from Alicia Yap with Citigroup.
Hi, thank you. 管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我想问一个关于这个暴雪游戏，这几个季度其实最近其实整体表现得非常不错，然后想听听管理层就是对于暴雪游戏近期的表现的一些看法，然后也想问一下，就是说我们在暴雪的所有游戏里面已经覆盖了所有潜在的老玩家和新玩家呢，还是说我们觉得还有未开发的这些用户群体能够带来未来的一些增长，然后后续的就是暴雪游戏的这种增长潜力是在内容更新促销活动呢，还是说新用户的增长也会带来这个收入的增长？那我这边自己翻译一下。Can management share so additional color on the overall Blizzard games performance on the sequential basis? Do you think you have targeted all the potential old and new gamers, or do you think they are still untapped user for Blizzard's title? Will the future growth of Blizzard titles mainly to be driven by content updates and promotional activities on the monetization upside, or is it will also come from the new user growth? Thank you.
暴雪的游戏都是非常优质的作品，我们在上一次财报会议已经分享过，游戏回归1年以来，通过产品本地化的运营和线上线下丰富的营销活动，目前相关产品的数据都已经超过了上次官服的水平。随着网易和暴雪研发团队的深度合作，相互之间的信任度和配合度也越来越高。未来只要我们能做出更多符合中国玩家游戏品味的 内容，相信有机会会获得更多新的玩家和用户，也会吸引更多没有回归的老用户。所以我们相信在中国暴雪的游戏潜力是巨大的。谢谢。
Thank you for your question. First of all, Blizzard products are extremely high quality games. As we explained in this call and previous calls, after a year of returning the product operation in China market via various mechanics, with the online and offline reach marketing activities, the game metrics has surpassed the level previous prior to the shutting down of the servers. And thanks for our dedication of the local operation for both online and offline. As we continue to deepen our collaboration with Blizzard developing team, our mutual trust and coordination is increasing. Looking to the future, as long as we implement more improvement that align with the local taste and habits of local Chinese players, we believe there's a good opportunity that we can attract even more new players, as well as engaging those who haven't returned yet. Long story short, we believe there's big potential for Blizzard games in China market. Thank you.
Your next question comes from Yang Bei with CICC.
感谢管理层。我的问题有关这个射击品类公司下半年将上线的射击类产品有不少，包括端游、手游、自研和代理的这个产品。那么我们如何看待当前射击赛道整体的竞争格局？Thank you, management. The company has a number of shooting games set to launch in the second half of 2025, including PC and mobile games, as well as self-developed and licensed products. What is your perspectives on the overall competitive landscape of the current shooting game sector?
射击类游戏是个巨大的赛道，也是一个红海战场。目前，用户对射击类产品的要求普遍比较高。第一，要求美术的质量非常的高；第二，要求玩法有创新。网易会持续在射击类游戏方面有所投入，我们也希望在这个赛道里面能有自己领先的产品。谢谢。
Yeah, thank you for your question. Yeah, the shooting game genre is a very big genre, and also a very big red ocean kind of marketplace as well. And the players have very high expectation on the quality of the games. For example, you have to have very high quality art production, and you have to have gameplay innovation. It's a high bar to entry. For NetEase, we will keep investing to this genre, and we believe in the future we can continue to come up with a competitive market in this big genre. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from Richie Sun with HSBC.
管理层，谢谢你们给我提问的机会。我有两个问题。第一个问题是关于漫威争锋的，在第三个赛季推出之后，看到 Steam 的收入排名有回升，但之后又跌出了可能前10名的情况。你怎么去评估现在这个新的策略的这个有效性？我们是不是已经看到这个游戏达到了峰值？然后应该有什么可能游戏在开发中的一些玩法、皮肤或者是角色你觉得还是会有机会推动游戏重回发展的轨道？第二个问题就是想问一下遗忘之海的，然后请管理层可以分享一下6月份首次测试的一些反馈嘛？然后这个产品的商业模式是什么？管理层如何评估这一类的游戏的目标市场还有长期的发展潜力？Thank you, management, for taking my questions. So first of all, regarding Marvel Rivals, after the launch of Season 3, we see the Steam revenue ranking rebounded, but then dropped to below top 10 afterwards. So how would you evaluate the effectiveness of the new strategy so far? Have we already seen a peak? And what are the new gameplay skins or characters in the backlog that we should watch out for to drive the game to regain its momentum? And secondly, regarding Sea of Remnants, can management share the feedback of the first testing in June? And what would be the monetization model? And how would you evaluate the addressable market and longevity of this genre of the games? Thank you.
漫威争锋在近期推出了 S3 赛季以及蓝赛事的中期决赛，我们看到无论在收入和 DAU 都有提升且稳定下来，所以我们认为新的赛季更新内容以及策略都是有效的。接下来我们会基于赛季更新节奏，持续推出更多新玩法机制、新英雄以及更多更受欢迎的皮肤。第二个问题是关于遗忘之海，我们非常重视遗忘之海这个产品，我们也很有信心把它打造成一个成功的顶部的游戏。这个游戏会在明年推出，所以敬请期待。
Okay, so first regarding your question on Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals recently launched Season 3 and the mid-season finals of Marvel Rivals Ignite also concluded. We have observed upward and stabilized trend on both its DAU and revenue, which make us believe that the new seasonal content update and strategy are effective. Looking forward, we'll continue to introduce more new gameplay mechanics, new heroes, new popular costumes based on our new cadence of seasonal update. For your questions regarding Sea of Remnants, Sea of Remnants is a very important product to us, and we have high confidence that we'll make this a top-tier successful game, and the game will be launched next year. So regarding the detail of this game, please stay tuned. Thank you.
Your next question comes from Felix Liu with UBS.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我有两个问题。第一个是关于我们公司的常青树游戏。我们注意到国内的这个几款常青树游戏有复苏，比如蛋仔派对、梦幻西游端游等。管理层能否分享一下这两个产品的运营状态？他们近期复苏的原因是什么？从长期来看，管理层会如何看待在发展现有产品、现有 IP 和从零开始开发新游戏、新 IP 之间的这个资源配置策略？我第二个问题是关于我们的另外一个新的作品无限大。请问管理层这款游戏它的研发状态目前是怎么样的？您预计它什么时候会上线？尤其考虑到竞争对手也有几款同类的产品，我们应该如何看待无限大的竞争格局？Thank you, management, for taking my question. I have two questions. Number one is on your evergreen titles. We noticed recovery in quite a few of your evergreen titles, such as Egg Party and Fantasy Westwood Journey Online. Could management share more color on the status of the mentioned two titles? Any reasons for their recent recovery? And in the long run, how does management think about resourcing on existing titles and IPs versus developing new games from ground up? My second question is on another game in your pipeline, which is Anata. What is the R&D status of Anata? When do you expect this game to launch? And how should we think about the competition landscape for Anata, considering there are a few new games from your competitors that also fall into this genre? Thank you.
OK， 这个问题由我来回答。我是这个网易的副总裁丁一峰啊。经过1年的持续的体验优化，梦幻西游的电脑版各项数据呢已经恢复到之前的情况，并且持续在提升。同时我们在7月份呢，这个也推出了这个畅玩服新的一种新的服务器 这个广受玩家的欢迎。我们很高兴的宣布呢，这个梦幻西游电脑版呢，在8月3号呢，创造了293万的同时在线的一个最高的记录，新高的一个记录。我们相信梦幻西游的电脑版会持续的通过不断的创新，持续这个增长蛋仔派对是网易这个首创的 UGC 的一种游戏内容形式。经过过去3年的运营，我们已经探索出成功的游戏运营的这个方法，所以在未来的蛋仔派对发展过程当中，我们还会持续重视高质量内容的开发和加大营销推广的投入，很有信心把蛋仔派对打造成全民热爱的一款合家欢游戏。无限大是吧？还有一个
对，还有
无限大目前正处于顺利的量产阶段，产品正在持续强化游戏的核心体验，以及储备未来上线以后的长线内容。我们会在东京电玩展前后曝光无限大新的内容，请大家关注，谢谢。
Okay, so let me translate this answers in different parts. So first, regarding your question, first part, Mr. Ying Fengding answered about the Fantasy Wars Journey PC version. So after a year of continuous experience optimization, various metrics of Fantasy Wars Journey Online has observed recovery and stable improvement. And also, as we mentioned, the newly launched unlimited server has been well received by players, and we're super excited to announce that the number of peak concurrent users, set a new record on early August at the 2.93 million PCU number. And we have been running this game for so many years, and we are confident that with continuous innovation, Fantasy Wars Journey PC will be continuing growing in the future that we can foresee. And the next question is regarding Eggy Party. Eggy Party, as you know, is a one of its kind UGC platform kind of game. And after 3 years of exploration, we have mastered the methodology of operating this type of game. And in the future, we're going to keep investing to the game, keep encouraging high quality UGC content to prosper the ecosystem, and also we're going to keep investing to the marketing to keep promoting the game to make it a household game for everyone in China, and have everyone in China understand that it's the associated game with this the whole family party game kind of concept. So that's for the Eggy Party. And for your question regarding Anata, Anata is now well underway in the mass production stage, and with ongoing effort to strengthen the core experience and prepare for the long-term content pipeline as well. In the face of competitors, we're more focused on whether we are able to create superior gaming quality that differentiate us from existing market offerings. And also, looking forward, we anticipate that new content and progress will be revealed around the Tokyo Game Show time, late September. Please stay tuned for product news. Thank you.
Your next question comes from Miranda Zhuang with Bank of America.
晚上好，感谢管理层接受我的提问。我的问题是关于这个游戏的营销跟运营策略。那想请教一下公司对于老游戏和新游戏的营销和运营的策略是怎么样的？今年有哪些侧重点和变化嘛？然后有看到什么样的一些效果？那我们接下来对于营销销售费用有什么样的一个预期？谢谢。那我翻译一下我的问题。Can management share your marketing and operational strategies for your old game and also new games? What are your key focuses, and if if any changes that you would like to highlight this year, and what kind of results are you seeing? What's your expectation for the sales and marketing expenses? Thank you.
网易在新网游戏之间的运营，我们是有一套非常成熟的这个策略的我们有一套标准的这个操作流程，我们也非常清楚的知道自己该如何去做好营销，尤其要积极利用好自媒体和 AI 工具在营销费用方面，我们是会做到合情合理，该花钱的地方花钱，该省的地方省。我想在未来的几个季度里面都会看到我们的营销的花费是精准有效。谢谢。
Yeah, so we have been doing this business for 20-something years. For new games and old games, how to operate, how to market, we have developed a mature methodology and standard operation procedures. We know how to invest into marketing and when to invest into marketing. And of course, this now we're embracing new method like the social media, like the power of AI, everything. So we believe we know when to spend, where to spend precisely, and when and where not to spend as well. So in the future, you will see our marketing is going to be more precise and more effective in the future. Thank you.
Your next question comes from Lincoln Kong with Goldman Sachs.
谢谢关医生接受我提问，我有两个问题。第一个是关于 AI 的，因为这几个月其实也看到这个 AI 的这个多模态模型有一些飞速的进展。那公司现在就是能不能看到这个 AI 对于游戏赋能这边的一个加速还有哪些可能存在的这个瓶颈呢？那网易就自身在这个 AI 的这个应用上，对现有这个游戏有没有一些已经有的这个应用和规划？那什么时候我们可以看到一些这种 AI native 的这个游戏？那第二个问题是关于咱们这个海外市场。其实公司最近几款这个游戏都是我们自己全球去做发行那就是往后看我们的这个海外扩张的这个策略是怎么想的？那尤其是说就是哪些游戏类型是我们可能后面重点要去发力的方向？那我自己翻译一下。Thank you, management, for taking my questions. I have two questions. The first one is on AI. So in recent months, the rapid development of AI multi-model has been quite notable. So has companies seen any acceleration in game empowered through AI? So what are the existing bottlenecks that still remain, and what are our plans for AI adoption in our existing games, and when can we expect some truly AI native games? So my second question is on the overseas market. Company actually recent games has been globally published by ourselves. So what are the important directions or game genres we are focused on for future overseas expansion? Thank you.
OK，AI 的确日新月异。有一句话说，任何一个大模型这个有效期只有3个月甚至3个月都不到，就是每隔3个月或者2个月就会出来一个新的模型。网易积极的投入大量的资源在这个适应利用好这个 AI 的这个工具目前 AI 在我们的产品开发和产品运营上它带来的效果是显而易见的我也相信在不久的将来可以有专门利用 AI 的自适应性做出来的更加生动有趣的游戏。谢谢。第二个问题是网易的游戏在海外我们是自己发行的，我想这是我们网易非常重要的一种能力。海外的市场在欧美、日韩、东南亚、南美等等都是对我们来说是非常有吸引力的我们在海外的游戏通过漫威争锋和 Once Human 这些产品，还有在日本 第五人格以及荒野行动都取得了不错的成绩。我相信在未来的2到3年海外的游戏网页还会持续不停的增长，而且有更加多成功的产品来适应海外的用户的需要。谢谢。
Yeah. So regarding your first question about AI, there's a joke saying that the lifespan of every big model is only 3 months. Basically, every new model comes out every a couple of months. We have been invested a lot of resources, to embrace AI, to leverage AI in our development, in our operations. How to embrace AI in our tool chain, everything. So looking to the future, AI is going to play more and more important roles, and we look into the future that someday there might be games designed by AI. Could be a fun game. That's a future we're looking forward to. And regarding your next question for the overseas publishing, yes, this is a critically important capability of us to be able to publish games globally in different geos. The global market is kind of geo-based. In North America, in South America, in Japan, every market has its own attribute, and we have learned through a bunch of global game operation from Marvel Rivals, Once Human, and also in West market and Identify and Knives Out in Japan market. We have learned tremendous amount of first-hand, hands-on experiences from the operation. And looking forward, in next couple of years, you will see our global operation will keep growing, fueled by our more important new games. And we do believe growing globally is going to be a very important task for us. Thank you for your question. And operator, let's go with one last question, please.
Thank you. Your last question comes from Jialong Shi with Nomura.
好的，管理层晚上好，非常感谢接受我的提问，我就问一个很快的问题。我想请问一下，就管理层能不能分享一下漫威立法狂潮在这个海外市场的表现？另外的话，就是对于这款游戏国内版本的话，它的这个预计的发布时间有没有更新？公司对这款游戏未来的这个期望还有具体的这个目标是什么？我自己翻译一下。So I just have one question. Can management share the performance of Marvel Mystic Mayhem in overseas market so far? In addition, are there any updates on the expected launch time for the domestic version? What are the company's expectation or specific targets for this game going forward? Thank you.
好的，漫威密法狂潮呢是由6月26日正式在上线海外的。游戏呢凭借其独特的美术风格和创新的玩法设计呢，分别获得了苹果、谷歌等商店的多次的推荐和编辑的采访。在7月底发布的新版本呢，神奇四侠得到用户的肯定。未来呢，我们会加快新玩法和新内容的更新迭代，提供优质的游戏体验。当然我们也遇到这个长线耐玩性的一定的挑战，我们也来解决这个问题。那么同时呢，在国内版本方面呢，我们也准备在 Q4 的时候呢推出这个国内的版本。大概情况是这样。谢谢。
Okay. So as you know, Marvel Mystic Mayhem was officially launched in the overseas market on June 26th. With its unique art style and innovative game design, the game has received multiple features from Google and App Store, and also editor interview as well. And the update with Fantastic Four released at the end of July has been well received by players as well. In the meantime, we do face some long-term growth challenges for the game, and we're in the process of figuring out how should we grow the game and keep developing the game in the long run. Thank you.
And that concludes the question and answer session. I would like to turn the conference back to Brandy Piacenti for any additional or closing remarks.
Thank you once again for joining us today. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us directly. Have a great day and good evening.